Hello and welcome to today's video. It's a bit of a slow news day, but we still have some good stories and of course a rider interview for you. We'll be starting with our daily interview. Today's special guest is JWR Honda rider Alvin Ostlund. After that, we're going to look at a leaked photo of Supercross testing on a fake whoop section. I'm sure some of you already heard about this as it was leaked like a week ago. I was waiting for more pictures or information to come out, but I guess one photo is all we got, so we'll talk about that today. After that, we got Malcom Stewart signing a 2-year extension with Rockstar Energy Husqvarna. And the final story we have is Monster Energy Yamaha MX2 rider Rick Elzinga's injury update. Let's get right into it. Before we get into the news, we have today's special guest Alvin Osland. He currently sits 18th in points in the MXGP Motocross World Championship and intends on becoming a regular top 10 contender by the end of the season. Alright, let's call him up. Hey Alvin, since you moved up to the MXGP class in 2021, you've been making lots of progress each year. 28th in your first season, 20th in 2022, and you're currently sitting in 18th this year after some incidents. So what can you attribute to your progress?
Yeah, that's true. I had an injury in my first year. A concussion was in the end of the year, and I missed a few races. This was in 21. And because of that, I had a really bad winter preparation for 22. But I came in and wasn't feeling that bad, and had actually a pretty good season, I would say. So yeah, it was okay. And for this year, I hope to make some more progression, because we had a lot of hours on and off the bike this winter, and we came in with a very good preparation, let's say. So I have high hopes. But the first 3 races this season, I would say, wasn't really that good. I was struggling a little bit with a few things, and feels like since Arco, I stepped it up, and I changed a few things and on the bike, and since that I had a really good feeling on the bike. I hope we can continue with that, and like I said, the last 3 races have been really good, and I would have been like 12, 13 overall now in Spain if I didn't have problems with the bike there. So yeah.
In 2020, you had your career best season in MX2, finishing 11th on Honda. Now that you're back on Honda with the JWR team, do you feel more comfortable?
I wouldn't say so, because like today all the bikes is pretty good, and I think it's more about the teams and yourself. And like now I feel like we have a really nice vibe in the team on the weekends, and we have fun. It's a easygoing team, and the guys is nice. So I think it's more about this, and if you have fun, you're gonna do good.
Your career best finish was on Yamaha with 13th overall multiple times in 2021 and 2022. So far this season, you haven't had that good of a finish, but you've remained extremely consistent around 15th, 16th. What would you say is the reason for your newfound consistency?
Yeah, the consistency, I think it's coming from all the training, and I'm just more stronger now. Like my first year, I did a few crashes, and like now I barely crash. So yeah, I think it's coming from that. And I think I had my 12th place is the best last year. We keep on fighting, and I think it will come now in the end of the not in the end, but the middle end of the season. And like I say, I should have been 2 times 13 here in Spain. So it's just a shame we had some problems there, but it's more races coming. So
what would you say your goal is for the year? Does your team have a specific goal?
I think the goal from me and also from the team is pretty the same. We want to be in the top 10, and we are not that far off. So we just keep on fighting, and I think it will come, and yeah, that would be very nice.
All right, thanks for coming on, Alvin. You're an awesome dude, and I wish you the best in the 2023 MXGP World Championship. I love having you on. Hopefully I can bring you on again in the future. Thanks for being on.
Thanks for having me another time.
All right, into the news. Our first story is the testing of artificial Supercross whoops. There's only one leaked photo, and it provides us little to no information. As you can see, the only valuable information, I'd say, is the logo X-Track, which I assumed is the company who'd be making them. But after I did a little research, the only sports-related companies named X-Track seem to be a motion camera company for like football and soccer. Not sure if that company's involved in this or affiliated in any way, but that's all I could find, so no go on that. Obviously, you can see the track in the background, and that could be anywhere. Most training tracks are in the South, so that could be Club MX in South Carolina, I believe they are, North Carolina? Carolinas. Red dirt, that could be there. Or it could be Star Yamaha's goat farm. I mean, it's red dirt, so, but it could be anything in between, too, so there's no information on that either. So, since we have no information, let's just look at what some riders had to say. John Short said just lame. That's all he had to say about it, which, that's a decent answer. Josh Cartwright said, quote, nope. The breakdown of the track is a separator for a lot of riders. Sometimes I hate it, but sometimes I love it. Leave the whoops. I 100% agree with that. Twitch Stenberg, the super freestyle motocross guy, actually said the same sort of thing. But, I mean, it was basically a unanimous agreement between riders reacting to this. It's a no-go. I really hope they don't use these. I think it'll make the sport even more dangerous than it has to be. If they put these in, which means there isn't any track decay or breakdown, then the riders will be more apt to go faster and thus more dangerous. I mean, think about it. If that's a smooth part of the track 24 hours a day, those guys are going to go flying through their fifth gear tapped, and if they crash, they're done for a long time. That's way worse than what it is now, where you have to actually slow down and get through it. But, Feld, please leave the tracks alone. You're making so many changes, it's not safe anymore for these riders. I mean, in 2023, look at how many riders we lost due to injury. I think it's fair to say we don't need any more dangerous things implemented. Anyway, on to our next story. Our next story is Malcom Stewart signing a 2-year extension with Rockstar Energy Husqvarna. Stewart finished 16th and 15th in the first 2 main events of 2023, although his riding was better than the results showed. He crashed in both races, which, obviously, look at his results. A few days later, Stewart then injured his knee in a practice session. Eventually, a press release announced that Stewart had undergone knee surgery and would be sidelined indefinitely. Although his 2023 season was a net loss, his 2022 season showed that Stewart can be a title contender in the 450 class, which is the exact reason they mutually agreed on 2 more years together. Rockstar Energy Husqvarna team manager Nathan Ramsey said, quote, we couldn't be happier to have Malcom signed for 2 more years. It was clear to us before Malcom's injury that he was ready to win races and compete for the championship in 2023. Malcom is not only a fan favorite, but also a pleasure to have as a part of the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna factory racing team, and we strongly believe that Malcom will return to racing and be better than ever. He couldn't have said it better. Mookie seemed to be the perfect matchup with Rockstar Energy Husqvarna. I mean, you'd be stupid not to work out a contract. Hopefully, Stewart heals up soon. The fans miss him for sure. I do, definitely. In 2024, I have no doubts that as long as he stays on the bike and stays healthy, he will again be a championship contender as he was in 2022. On to our final story of the day. Monster Energy Yamaha Factory MX2 Rick Elzinga sustained an injury to his right collarbone during practice on Wednesday, May 10th, and he underwent surgery yesterday. Due to this setback, Elzinga, who currently sits 11th in the MX2 World Championship, will be missing the upcoming MXGP of France, which is scheduled to take place in Villars-sous-Écoute, I'm not good at French, next weekend. However, the young Dutchman remains optimistic about making a comeback at the MXGP of Latvia, which will be held in Kegums on the weekend of June 4th. Obviously, this is a huge bummer for this kid. Elzinga started off his rookie season on a good path, quickly becoming a top 10 regular. Hopefully this kid heals up quick and we can see him back battling the fastest riders in the world in a couple months. We here at the Motocross Network wish Rick a speedy recovery, and we'll most likely have him call in to a video soon. I feel like I'm jinxing guys. I just talked to Simon Langenfelder a couple days ago. He got hurt the day I was talking to him. I'm talking to Rick Elzinga to get him on here for an interview, and I wake up and he's hurt. I'm like, oh my god, man, I gotta stop talking to people. Well, that's all the news I have for you today. If you enjoy the news updates and the rider interviews, drop a sub or a follow, whether you're on YouTube or Spotify. If you'd rather read the news, visit themxnetwork.com. All articles are published there daily. Also, don't forget, if you want to support me directly, my magazines are available on that site as well, or the link in the description. They're almost sold out. I think I got like 5 more or 4 more, so please go grab up the last few. Thanks for watching or listening. I'll see you in the next week's video.